Eskom has launched a groundbreaking technology that has the potential to radically improve the country's road infrastructure challenges. It uses ash technology to construct and maintain roads and, if successful, could save the government billions of rands. The technology is also environmentally safer when compared to the conventional road construction. Ziniko Mhlaba has that story.
The South African road infrastructure is about to be, receiving some great innovation, especially when it comes to the material that can be used to build road infrastructure in South Africa. And of course, Eskom has taken a lead in terms of coming up with some ideas in terms of the material that can be used to cut the cost, but also to ensure that the durability of our roads can sustain any amount of pressure that can be absorbed from such as this truck that we see behind us. But let's find out more details in terms of the concept itself and what is it that needs to be done, or what were the innovations that were put in place to ensure that such ideas come into reality when it comes to the type of roads and of course the idea itself in terms of what went behind the scenes in terms of coming up with this. I'm joined now by Ms. Clausen, who's one of the people behind this concept. Thank you very much for joining us. Talk to us about the idea of this concept, but also the role that you played in terms of ensuring that today we're here, we have this amazing idea that can solve many problems, especially when it comes to issues of road infrastructure in South Africa.
The base idea actually comes from using our ash. We at Eskom produce a lot of ash on an annual basis, and we have to do something with it. And now we've got what they call a geopolymer, or an activated ash technology. It is very well known worldwide, and historically on the fly ash, you heard them talk about, it's the finer particles of the ash. But what we've done is actually first in the world. We're using what we call our dumped ash, our legacy ash, and we're using the same technologies, the activation of the ash, to form this totally cementless concrete. We use another waste from the metal industry as well, and that gives us a bit of the strength. But with South African companies producing unique activators and activating the ash as we need to, we can do it on a commercial scale. So this road behind me is the demonstration of the technologies, two different technologies. The base layers are soil stabilization. They do use about 1% of the cement that it's used conventionally. And then the wearing course that you see, the painted bit, is actually a totally cementless concrete that we're talking about. At the moment, the strength is in the region of 32 MPa, which is really strong for those of us who aren't engineers. And we believe it will be more than sufficient to be holding these coal trucks. But as you said, the proof is in the pudding. So we'll be doing monthly tests on the road to just check that there's no deformation, no cracking, no problems. And I look forward to 6 months being able to show everybody how well the ash is complying in terms with, or even in comparison with a normal cement road.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's Ms. Clausen there from Eskom, just giving a sense in terms of the role. Clausen there, I beg your pardon, just giving us some background in terms of what went behind the scenes when it comes to coming up with the concept that can solve many infrastructure problems, especially when it comes to roads here in South Africa. And of course, it started here at Kusile, or one of the Eskom power plants here in South Africa. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziniko Mhlaba in Mpumalanga.